But let's start off right here in Kenya, where the cabinet has approved a planned spending of 32.65 billion, $32.65 billion for the 25-26 fiscal year. Now, according to a statement from President William Ruto's office, the cabinet has also ratified an extra $1.5 billion for expenditure in the 24-25 budget. Now, this all came as it reaffirmed the Finance Ministry's economic growth forecast of 5.3% in 2025 and 2026 from an estimated 4.6% expansion last year. Now, President Ruto was forced to scrap tax hikes worth more than $2.7 billion last June in the face of youth-led protests. Ruto's office said that the budget plans will now be submitted to Parliament for approval. Well, earlier I spoke to Churchill Ogutu. He's an economist at IC Group about how he thought the new spending plan will be received, given past dissent, and of course the administration's fiscal priorities this fiscal year.
I think if I look at the proposed FY 25-26 budget, it's just an increase of around 4.5% in the budget that has been preempted. So it's not as significant as it was there within the draft budget policy statement. And if I look at the supplementary numbers, because that also is coming into play, there are two things that is coming up. We saw that the numbers is around 199.9 billion increase in local currency. So that's slightly over $1.4 billion. And what we are seeing from previous announcements by the National Treasury, there are a number of things that is leading to this increase in the supplementary budget. One of them is now from the wage bills that potentially could increase towards security personnel and also teachers. And also there's some additional funding to what we call a university and tertiary funding model. So collectively, the draft budget policy statement spoke to an increase of $520 million, basically towards these two segments. The other thing is now on FY 23-24 carryover. So this is the financial year that ended last year in June. There were some monies that were not spent, so they have been carried over into the current financial year. We're looking at around $1.2 billion. So this are some of the proximate causes of the spending priorities that the administration is sort of penciling in, trying to sort out the carryovers the last financial year, and also a bit of some wage increment that is coming into play. But what we have seen lately is that even the university and tertiary funding model potentially could be shelved off. So once we see the supplementary budgets, we can now be able to look at keenly at the details, the specifics as to how the supplementary budget and how the government is prioritizing its spending in this current financial year.